Hi, I'm Ken Lammers. Welcome to Minor League Matters. And today's topic is going to be hockey. And so, let's get cracking. Okay, so hockey in the United States and Canada, kind of where it belongs actually, has been a minor league sport that's been around for a while and has fairly substantially gotten its hooks into the world and into different cities. Has both affiliated and unaffiliated leagues, which is interesting. It's not one of those things that can spring up quite as quickly and easily as a baseball or a soccer franchise. You don't really need quite as much. You don't have to freeze a baseball stadium every time you go to play, right? Same with soccer. It is probably been surpassed. Clearly, it's been surpassed a long time ago by baseball's minor league. It's probably be surpassed now, if it hadn't already been surpassed by soccer's minor leagues, which is totally irrelevant in the end because hockey plays on an opposite season from baseball and soccer. And there really is no well-developed minor league basketball or minor league football which can compete with it. So hockey is pretty well established, and I think it's going to stay pretty well established, right? Let's talk about the different leagues. Now, obviously, at the top of hockey, there's the NHL, right? The National Hockey League, which plays across national borders. But NHL, the Canadian and the U.S. teams, right? Then below that, there are two affiliated leagues. The AHL, the American Hockey League, and the nearest one of those to me is the Charlotte Checkers. I've not been able to get to it yet. They've got some weird scheduling issues. And below that is the ECHL. Now, the ECHL is just the initials. I think it used to stand for East Coast Hockey League, but they've now just said, no, it's just the initials, right? The ECHL is basically what you would call double A hockey, while AHL would be triple A hockey, right? And they are affiliated up to the NHL, both of those. Usually pretty good soccer or hockey when you're watching in ECHL, although the fights, which there seems to be one in every single game, seem awful staged after you've seen a couple of them, and they do exactly the same thing every time. Okay. Now, below the ECHL and below the AHL, there are the unaffiliated leagues. And these feel kind of like they are your single A leagues, right? They're the leagues where people who are trying to make it up go and play, or people who just don't want to stop playing go and play, right? There are basically three of these. One of which is Canadian, and since I don't speak Canadian or French or whatever it is up there, I'm just going to give the initial. LNAH, Ligue Nationale something hockey, right? The other leagues are the FHL, Federal Hockey League, and the SPHL, the Southern Professional Hockey League. Now, I've been to a number of Southern Professional Hockey League games, and they are fun. They're just a blast. It's easy to buy tickets to them. You can get tickets on the glass most of the time, although not in Huntsville because, good gravy, they sell out. Okay? Fayetteville, Knoxville, I've been able to get tickets on the glass. So it's fun to watch. The Federal Hockey League doesn't have anybody too near me, although supposedly next year it's going to be one somewhere in North Carolina, so I'll try to get to it. These are your lower level fun leagues where people are trying to make it and trying to get noticed so they can go above. And that kind of is your breakdown. I'm sure there's a little bit more to it than all that, but if you have any questions, more likely you'd get better information by going to them. But you can ask them down below, If you like what you've seen here today, well, click like. If you like what you're seeing around here generally, click subscribe. And until the next time I talk to you, go watch some minor league sports.